Don't go into discomfort with this movement. If this movement causes a pinching, don't do this one. At the very most, go into like the hazy edge of a little bit of achiness. Pick your left shoulder. Left shoulder pulls down a little bit into the body, and think about that front of the left shoulder. My cat's climbing the tree right there very adventurously. Bindi, don't fall down. Okay. Left shoulder lowers. Front of left shoulder pulls that shoulder back into the body. It pulls back behind you, maybe through the body to the opposite side back pocket. Can that shoulder pull in? Okay. And that opens. Let's try that one more time. Nice breath into that opening left front side, squeezing the air out. Squeeze the air out and push those ribs and that shoulder down through the body toward that opposite side back pocket, way back there. Let that open. Okay. Let's check in, see what you've got. Let's do the other front side. Little breath in there and squeezing. And as those front ribs pull into the body, can they pull through the body all the way to that opposite back pocket? Can you even a little bit? Can you pull that back pocket and those ribs in front together? Can you contract that line through the body? The air is out. Long breath in, open. Then squeezing the air out. Ribs close and push the shoulder back into the body and pull back behind you toward your opposite side back pocket. And breathe that line open. And now see what you've got. Okay. Let's think about the back of the shoulders. Again, let's pick your left shoulder. And as that shoulder pulls down into the body, can that shoulder push forward through the body toward the opposite side front pocket? Can that opposite side front pocket pull and close it? Can you distort and contract the ribs and the whole torso to get back of left shoulder, contracting to pull through the body toward front of right pocket? Breathe that line open. Is that line stuck? Is that line achy? Is that line stiff? Squeezing the air out. Shoulder pulls down through the body. Those back ribs close and it pushes forward toward that opposite side front pocket. Breathe that open. Okay. We go around a little bit, see what you've got. Let's take that other side. Your right shoulder, it pulls down the back a little bit. Those back ribs push the shoulder forward, pushing through the body toward your left front pocket, pulling through the body. Breathe that line open. Does that line know how to open? Is that a stiff, achy line? Squeezing the air out. Ribs push shoulder down and into the body, all the way through the body toward that opposite side front pocket. Breathing open, breathing open. Okay, and see what you've got now. Wiggle those shoulders. We're just going to go back to the basics. And you can do this if you were just working or just needed a quick break. Well, just sort of quickly. Shoulder pushes down into the body. The ribs pull the shoulder in. The ribs pull the shoulder in. Neck is along for the ride. Ribs pull the shoulder, closing that whole accordion of ribs, closing that whole accordion of ribs. If this is supple, how does that interact with that back of shoulder tying into the back of the neck? Okay. Now, when your muscles have been really working hard, really screaming and sore, it takes a little while. Once they're relaxed, it takes a little while for them to settle down. So I invite you to find this again of pulling shoulder into the body and shoulder into the body. And can you keep this supple? These upper ribs, because if they're stiff, it's going to be really hard into the back of the shoulders and the shoulder connection to the neck. Those muscles are having to move it around. Well, if the ribs can deliver the shoulder wherever they need to go, those muscles that are so upset and overworked, they don't have to do it. They don't have to be saving the day. Let's just do this for extra credit. Think about your forearms here. As you bring them up and maybe back behind the head, just slowly, just come into a little bit of effort as those forearms pull up, back behind you. How do the ribs react? Do they push down into the body? Can you push all those back ribs down and forward into the body? Let's try that. Closing it. Can you yawn those back ribs as they sort of curl like scrolls? Can they roll in? Let's try that. Closing and yawn that. Push all those ribs forward. The upper ribs, can they come forward? And then breathing back into those ribs as they open. Not a stretch. Don't stretch them. Just close them and yawn the ribs. How closed can your back ribs get? Can the top ribs push down? Can all those side ribs pull toward the center as they push your spine forward toward the front? That. Okay. See what you've got now. It's a little bit for the front. As one elbow pushes forward, can you push this elbow forward to bring that shoulder toward the opposite front pocket? Can opposite front pocket come up toward that shoulder? Close the diagonal of the front and open slowly. And then the other side. Elbow pushes forward a little bit to bring shoulder toward opposite front pocket. Closing it on up. And just do a couple of those. Breathe it open. And close it on up. And sort of twist the body a little bit. There you go. If you lose the suppleness in the torso, well, it's all going to be upset into the periphery. Solve the problem from the torso on out. This is good stuff. Just click like and subscribe. You can change things that you didn't realize you could change. Where you're stuck is hidden. You got to go into it. Be in it. Be in it. That's what we're doing. We're freeing ourselves from how we're stuck way in all that stuff from the past. I'm Eric Cooper, InspireSomatics.com. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. Blessings on your journey.